Drivers, to your cars.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you to the Dover International Speedway for the running in the Buckle Up 200 here for race number 12 of the 2015 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. We are live from Dover for 30 laps of racing to continue the racing weekend at the Monster Mile. On the front row, we have two Xfinity regulars leading us down to the green flag, the number 60 of Chris Buescher and the number 3 of Ty Dillon. Row 2, the number 22, Joey Logano, 4 wins here at Dover, alongside Darrell Wallace Jr., second in points. Row 3, 2 drivers running in the race tomorrow, Austin Dillon and Denny Hamlin, last week's winner. Actually, no, that's not Denny Hamlin. I'm sorry, Eric Jones is driving the 54. Casey Kane is in the 88 this weekend with Chase Elliott beside him, and then Regan Smith in the number 20, Matt Kenseth, will complete the 40-car field. As we go to your point standings, and as you see right now, Chase Elliott is having an incredible sophomore season. He has a 39-point lead on Darrell Wallace Jr. Brian Scott is third in points. Ty Dillon and Elliott Sadler. Chris Buescher, Regan Smith, Ron Reed, Daniel Suarez, and Brendan Gaughan. And then you see J.J. Yaley and Ross Chastain completes your top 12. That's how the points look after 11 races in 2015. But now it's time to add the 12th race to the books for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. As we are going to go to break, let's show you your starting grid for today's Buckle Up 200 at the Monster Mile. The engines are fired and we are now rolling off onto the racetrack to begin the one and only pace lap before we go green. Yesterday afternoon we saw a great race here with Timothy Peters getting the truck win. Tomorrow the NASCAR Spring Up Series will be racing here at Dover as they are still racing to get in the chase for 2015. But first we have to get this race in. Chris Buescher still looking for win number 1 in 2015, 6 in points. Ty Dillon, your Daytona winner, 4th in points. Everybody trying to catch Chase Elliott in the championship. Right now, he has a major point lead on the other drivers. As they make their way out of turn number 4, Chris Buescher and Ty Dillon in your front row. They make their way down off turn number 4 down to the green flag. Mario Gosling, Morgan Shepherd completing the field as we are underway at Dover. And Buescher gets a great jump on the outside lane. Ty Dillon now surrenders second to the 22 of Joey Logano. Regan Smith on the inside of his teammate Chase Elliott. And Casey Kane to the inside of Darrell Wallace Jr. We already have a crash in the back. And that's the number 4 and 2 of the JD Motorsports entries. And we have more trouble. Eric Jones, Chase Elliott, and Brian Scott make contact with the inside wall. Down here, right on, almost on the entrance of turn number 1. Caution comes out though when the number 01 of Landon Castle and his teammate of all drivers, the number 4 of Ross Chastain. So they made contact and the caution will come out here on lap number 2 of 30. And let's go back and see how it all went down with Chastain and Castle right here. And it looks like Chastain's going to get turned on the nose of the 43 of Dakota Armstrong. Chastain to the inside wall and just a innocent bystander. Landon Castle at the wrong place at the wrong time. But Castle drives away and comes right up the track into the 70 of Derek Cope. And then down here in turn 1, the number 54, the 54 of Eric Jones and down to Chase Elliott. And the 2 of Brian Scott, they all get together and go to the inside wall. Not sure how much damage they got. Jones, Scott, and Elliott are still on track though, so that is a good sign. And nobody went behind the wall, but we do have the 89 of Morgan Shepherd on pit road, making a pit stop under this yellow flag, possibly changing some left side tires, looks like. So we'll be going back to green on about lap number 5, I say. And no, it'll probably lap number 6 when we go green because they're adding a pace lap, which has been told. So right now, Chris Buescher leads T22 of Joey Logano. Remember, back in 2008, Logano made his first career start in the NASCAR Xfinity Series right here at Dover. Finished 6th in that race. Back then, he was driving for Joe Gibbs Racing. Ty Dillon right now 3rd. Teammate and brother Austin Dillon 4th. And Casey Kane make up your top 5. And we have a car blowing up. That's the 98 this weekend, driven by Trevor Bayne. Bayne making his first start of 2015, and Trevor Bayne goes up in smoke on lap number 5. That is a tough break for the number 98. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Trevor Bayne splitting that ride for the next about 10 weeks. And Bayne's first start goes up in smoke, and looks like Trevor will finish the day in 40th. So Matt Kenseth will now move. Actually, no, Trevor was running back in the 12th spot, so everybody back there will move up the spots as Chris Buescher and Joey Logano gets us underway. Up front, Buescher under attack now from the 22 Logano. Here comes Austin Dillon to the inside of Ty. Logano has 4 consecutive wins here at Dover. Can he make it number 5? And we are not on the yellow, so that's good. Top 6 poles away. Now Eric Jones and Brian Scott is moving up. Matt Kenseth, the guy dropping back, is down to Chase Elliott, now outside the top 10 in that number 9. Elliott Sadler and then J.J. Yaley and John West Townley right now in top 15. I want to go back though to the 54. Eric Jones. Remember, Eric ran yesterday's Capable Truck Series race. And if I remember correctly, Eric Jones finished 2nd in that race. So he does have some extra seat time this weekend. Right now, running 7th place behind Regan Smith in that Napa Chevrolet. Also, as we have the 90 coming down pit road, that is Mario Goslin. Mario, usually the crew chief on this 90 team. Mario brings that car down the pit road. He will go 1 lap down. So for the 2 JD cars who were involved in that first caution right now, Chastain has worked his way up to 34th, and Landon Castro is now up to 31st. Back up front, Ty Dillon, remember, he was able to hang on to 2nd or 3rd place. Now he's on the back bumper of the 22 of Joey Logano. And there's Mario Goslin. He is leaving pit road, and we just got word it was a header issue on the 98 of Trevor Bayne. Trevor running this weekend, trying to get some extra seat time for the Cup race tomorrow. Eric Jones got around Regan Smith, but now here comes Jones' teammate Matt Kenseth in that 20 car to the inside. Haven't really seen that much of Matt Kenseth so far this year in the number 20 car. The top 4 pulling away. In yesterday's truck race, we saw a lot of lap traffic, mainly towards the end of the race yesterday. And right now, I mean, the lap traffic really decided who was going to win that truck race. Timothy Peters was able to get the checkered flag, but it was not an easy task because he had to survive some cautions and survive a lot of lap traffic, like stuff like this right here. 19 of Jeff Green, 97 of Peyton Sellers, Derek Coate, Chastain, Joey Gase. Then he had the 17 of Benny Gordon, 15 of Travis Quapple. Also, Travis Quapple is running triple duty this weekend. Quapple ran yesterday's truck race for Make Motorsports, running this weekend's race for Rick Ware Racing, and he will also drive in tomorrow's Sprint Cup race as well. Here's a 40 of Derek White, and here's the 89 of Morgan Shepherd, and as you see behind them, Shepherd is about to go a lap down as Chris Buescher is charging in a hurry. And there he goes, Buescher to the inside to put Shepherd 1 lap down. Logano follows through, so does two brothers, Ty and Austin Dillon. And now, as we complete lap 15, we are just now past the halfway point in this race, and the next guy to go a lap down is the number 40 of Derek White. And will lap traffic be a best place for Logano to make a pass? I don't know. He almost gets hung up behind the 40 of Derek White, and then Ty Dillon almost runs right into the 40 of Derek White down in turn 3. Let's give you a full field rundown right now. We just saw Casey Kane in 5th. 6th place is Matt Kenseth, Ryan Scott, Regan Smith, Brendan Gaughan, and Eric Jones. They make up your top 10. Darrell Wallace Jr., Elliott Sadler, Chase Elliott down 13th, Daniel Suarez, and Jeremy Clements. Top 15. Ryan Reed is 16th. Brendan Poole, Dakota Armstrong, John West Townley, and J.J. Yaley, your top 20. Ryan Sieg is 21st. David Starr, Cale Conley, Matt DiBenedetto driving the 26th car this weekend. Matt is teammate to J.J. Yaley, who is usually his teammate in the Cup Series. DiBenedetto 24th. Blake Cook, Jamie Dick, Harrison Rose, Eric McCullough, Landon Castle, and Jeff Green. And Chris Buescher really getting into lap traffic now. He gets on the back bumper of two cars side by side, Joey Gase and Travis Popple, and here comes Joey Logano. And Logano has been known to break dreams here at Dover. Go back to, I believe it was 2011 or 2012. Logano beat his former teammate Ryan Truex in the race due to lap traffic, and Austin Dillon and Chris Buescher falling back as Logano and Ty Dillon moves to front first 2 spots. Ty now on the nose of Casey Kane, and watch out, Ty up into Chris Buescher, they're up in the outside wall. And Ty's going to come down the track, and Chris Buescher jaws away in what started out as a promising run for Chris Buescher. Now comes down the track right in front of Daniel Suarez. And look at the damage on Chris Buescher. What a heartbreak that is. Dominating the race, gets held up in lap traffic, then gets run into by Ty Dillon. And now Ty's outside the top 10. And we had more trouble up ahead as they're continuing trying to wreck. Peyton Sellers in the 97 have now spun on the entrance at turn 1. And cautions, brief cautions. I mean, we seem to see a lot more cautions when we're under green. As Buescher comes down pit road, are we even under caution? Yes, we are. And Joey Logano is now your leader. Austin Dillon second. Third place is being shown as Casey Kane and Matt Kenseth and Regan Smith. That is your top 5 now. Brendan Gaughan, just like Travis Popple, running triple duty this weekend. He is 6th. Ryan Scott, Eric Jones, Darrell Wallace, and Elliott Sadler your top 10. As Chris Buescher has fell 1 lap down, he is now 38th in that 60 car. And I don't know if he'll be able to continue. But looks like they're gonna work on that car a little bit. Let's go back and see what happened though, as it started with Buescher and Ty Dillon getting together as they're trying to get around a slower car. Actually, right here, Casey Kane gets underneath Ty Dillon and turns Ty, and Chris Buescher, just like Landon Castle earlier in the race, Buescher at the wrong place at the wrong time, and Buescher, who led about the first 18 laps, found himself outside the top 5, and now he finds himself 38, about to go. He just now went 2 laps down. That is a tough break for Chris Buescher, as he came into the race 6th in points, and he is one of the drivers who I expect to run for the championship, and he can run for the championship. He just so much bad luck has struck the 60 team this year. Has not got to finish this to show for how good he's ran. Right now, Chris is 6th in points, right behind his teammate Elliott Sadler. And looks like Chris will probably finish 38th or 39th today. We'll be going green in just a short matter of moments. Logano, Austin Dillon, Casey Kane, Matt Kenseth, and Regan Smith. That is your top 5 right now. Austin Dillon is the only driver up inside the top 5 who has a win in 2015. I don't believe Matt Kenseth has been in victory lane, or Casey Kane, or Logano, or Regan Smith. And Brendan Gaughan, Brian Scott, They've not won a race yet, or race this season. Eric Jones, Darrell Wallace Jr., and Elliott Sadler top 10. Chase Elliott, your point leader right now, outside the top 10. Right now he is 11th. Right now some guys like Brendan Gaughan or Ryan Scott, Darrell Wallace trying to gain as much points as they can, as Elliott's not really having the typical top 5, top 10 run as he normally does. Ty Dillon, he does still have a good car. Can he get around Elliott? Bubble back another spot. Jeremy Clements 13th. Ryan Reed and Dakota Armstrong. And then we got Joe West Townley, Brendan Poole, Daniel Suarez, JJ Yaley, and Ryan Sieg, your top 20. We're still not going green this time, so go a little bit further through the field. 21st is David Starr, teammate Kel Conley 22nd, Matty Benedetto 23rd, Blake Cook and Jamie Dick, Harrison Rhodes, Landon Castle, Eric McClure, Ross Chastain, and Derek Cope. Benny Gordon and Jeff Green 31st and 32nd. 33rd right, and Jarvis one lap down are Joey Gates, Travis Quapple, Derek White, Peyton Sellers, and Morgan Shepard. Mario Goslin is 2 laps down, and so is Chris Busher. We are now coming to 1 to go, and we're going to fast forward a little bit. And as the pace car hits pit lane, can Joey Logano hang on? 14 to go at the Monster Mile. And we still have some of these faster cars trying to get around some of these slower cars like Travis Quapple in that 15. Even further back, Derek White, Peyton Sellers, running up Townley, Poole, Perez, Sieg, Yaley, and Mario Goslin into the inside wall. The 90 spins on the off turn 2. The caution will weigh once again. I don't think we're done with cautions yet, as Logano does hang on to the lead. Chris Busher will be able to pick up another spot, and actually 2. Matty Benedetto in the 26th blew up. And now Jamie Dinkins crashed back here in the 55. So a lot of things going on here on lap number 28, as Mario Goslin, he has taken his car behind the wall after that crash off turn 2. Here's a look at Mario Goslin. Coming off turn 2, he gets turned by the 4 of Ross Chastain into the inside wall, and Mario, his day is going to end just like that. And here's the 55 of Jamie Dick, who also has been caught up in a crash in the 55. All that mess was going on. Down here in the turn, right here on the front straightaway, it looks like he's going to get into Landon Castle. Castle comes up into Morgan Shepard. Eric McClure gets some damage. Ross Chastain gets some damage. So does Blake Cook. And Harrison Rhodes, the only JD car who has not had nothing go wrong. Looks like he'll get through it in that 0. So Chris Busher has been able to get 2 more points, and the most points he can get, possible. That is what I'm getting tongue-tied. And we are actually now going to be going with 1 to go, and we are not going to be able to go back green, because this is a 30-lap race, not a 40-lap race like in yesterday's truck race. So that will mean the number 22 of Joey Logano is going to pick up the win in the Buckle Up 200 here at Dover. I don't believe this will be our 5th straight win. I can't really remember how many or what races Logano has won, but I can tell you that Joey Logano will pick up his first win of 2015 in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and Penske Racing, the number 22 team, will get win number 2 in the last 3 races. One at Iowa with Ryan Blaney. This weekend, Logano takes the checkered flag. Joey Logano is a winner in 2015 in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Austin Dillon will come home second, Matt Kenseth, Casey Kane, and Regan Smith. Ryan Scott, Eric Jones, Brendan Gaughan, Darrell Wallace, and Elliott Sadler top 10, and Chase Elliott has fell into 12th place in that 9 car. So some guys are able to gain a few points. Not a lot, though, on Chase Elliott. Go back up to the finishing results here at Dover. Here they are. And with all the mess that was going on with the cautions, only 15 drivers ended up on the lead lap. Ryan Sieg, the first car, 1 lap down. Ryan Reed, the last car on the lead lap. Jeremy Clements, 13th. Great run for Jeremy. And Dakota Armstrong gets a nice top 15 finish as well. Matt DiBenedetto blew an engine, we just got word, on the 26th. Mario Gosselin crashed, and Trevor Bayne blew up early in the race in that 98 car. So that is all here for the Xfinity Series. Tomorrow, the NASCAR Spring Up Series will be live here from Dover. That will be race number 13 or 14 for the Cup guys. And in 2 weeks, the NASCAR Xfinity Series will be racing once again, but it'll be at Michigan. That'll be race number 13 of the 2015 season. Chase Elliott will continue his strong sophomore season, and will look to continue his streak to win will be a second championship. Right now, congrats to Joey Logano as he gets the win and will be able to transfer all that data he gained today over to his Cup Series ride, as he is still looking for win number 1 in the Cup Series. Will that come tomorrow? Austin Dillon and Matt Kenseth, Casey Kane, and Regan Smith, your top 5. We'll see you at Michigan in 2 weeks.